Hi, my name is Juan Espinosa.
Hi, my name is Everett Sotelo.
Hi, my name is Fernando Jacinto, and this is our advocacy speech. Introduction of our speech is: Facebook is a social media website that millions of people use around the world. It is used by many people of many ages, different ethnicities, different cultures. Facebook is used to connect and stay in touch with family, friends around the world. Facebook is very personal. That's why each user has their own profile and account. Facebook is used for games and laughs by some, but for others, it is very important and cherished because that's the only way that they stay in touch with their loved ones. Employees have the right to express themselves in any way they please on Facebook. Employers don't have the right to access their personal information and stand by to watch their every move. It's an invasion of privacy if the employer is asking for the employee's Facebook password. We will be going over the ill, which is that the employers want the Facebook passwords of employees. The blame is why employers want information, and the cure, which is how to avoid the problem. Now that we have gone over the intro, we will talk about the ill.
Main point one. If employers begin trying to ask for the employees' Facebook passwords, the employees will begin to leave the company they're working for. It is simply something that you don't want to make your employees feel uncomfortable, and obviously when they start to feel uncomfortable, they will not work for that specific company. In the article Facebook and the Job Interview, what employers should be doing by Forbes magazine, published in the year 2012, they state, and the company that requests access will not only lose applicants' respect, but also miss out on talent. This explains that companies should grant all employees with the utmost privacy. This will not only go with basic rights that the employee has, but also with the company's reputation. Nowadays in the media, everything is known. So when an employee feels uncomfortable, when the employer begins to ask personal stuff like Facebook passwords and all that private things, it will get out there, and then the company will lose its reputation, being known for a company who dwells into people's private business, and it's bad for their business. In the article, your Facebook password should be none of your boss's business, by ACLU, which is the American Civil Liberties Union, also published in the year 2012. It states, it is an invasion of privacy for private employers to insist on looking at people's private Facebook as a condition of employment or consideration in an application process. People are entitled pretty much for their own private lives. You'd be appalled if your employer insisted on opening up your postal mail to see if there was anything interesting inside. And it's equally out of bounds for an employer to go out fishing in a fishing expedition, as the magazine explains, through a person's private social media account. It is clear that an employer's relationship should only be limited to work and not social networks. And this goes as much as treat others like you'd like to be treated. You wouldn't want your boss to be looking to your private business, and you shouldn't be looking at his private business as well. So it's something reciprocal that should happen between employer and employee. The employer-employee relationship should only be limited to work. And not only that, employees should also feel safe in their job, and they should also feel they should all be granted the privacy right. They should all have that right, and employers should abide by that and respect that if they want to keep their employees. Not only is it good for their business, but also goes against, we can say, basic human rights. One of the rights that a human being has of having their own privacy, because nowadays in the media everything is known, as aforementioned, and businesses can be destroyed by one little thing. So it is absolutely imperative that employers abide by this privacy law. Now that we've talked about the ill, let's see what causes it. Many things cause it, but we're going to narrow it down and explain what is the cause of why employers want to go into an employee's business. Let's analyze.
The blame. The employer wants to make sure that they are hiring responsible people, that work hard, that don't make the company look bad. Employers want to make money, but also want to be the top company and have the best employees. Employers want to keep track of their employees and want to make sure that the employees don't make the company look bad. It's not always about who is making more money. It is also about the company that has the best reputation And if employees don't have the best behavior, then the company looks bad and they also lose clients. If the employers are acting dumb and immature and getting in trouble, it makes the company and the boss he works for look bad. Because the people will look at the employer as a person that does not know how to control his staff and a guy who does not know how to hire responsible, mature people. To be able to run a company, you need smart staff and a well-behaved staff. Because you can't be having immature people running a multi-million-dollar corporation. You need mature people that know what to do and how to behave. Now that we have gone over the blame, let's talk about the cure.
Okay, so our cure for this is that employers shouldn't ask for Facebook information. Instead, employers should be asking their employees should be educating their employees on how to use social media responsibly. In addition, there should be laws that prevent employers from discriminating against employees that don't want to give up their Facebook information. In the article Facebook and the Job Interview, What Employers Should Be Doing by Forbes magazine in 2012, they state, so instead of scaring off prospective hires, companies should invest in training their employees to use social media responsibly. This will educate the employers on what the employer expects from his workers off work, even when they're just having fun. In addition, in the article, would you give job interviewers your Facebook passwords because they might ask, by the Atlantic in 2012, they state, in Maryland, House Bill 364 proposed in January would prevent employers from discriminating against job applicants who refuse to provide access to their social media profiles. This means that employers can't discriminate against employees that don't want to give up their Facebook passwords just because they want to keep themselves and their private life to themselves. So our conclusion now will be that employers shouldn't ask their employees for Facebook passwords because it's an invasion of privacy. In addition, it causes work problems and work morale to go seriously down. Well, now let's review what we have gone through. The problem is that the employers want the Facebook passwords of their employees. The cause of this is that employers want to make sure that the employees don't make the company look bad off work. The cure for this problem is that companies or employers should educate their employees on how to properly use social media. If everybody knew how to use social media responsibly, then employers and companies wouldn't have to try to keep their employees on check at all times. This was our speech, and thank you.